What is up, you guys? This is Jose Zuniga, and I'm coming back to you with another video. And for this week, it's all about how to develop a killer smile. Ting. But on a serious note, all of us probably want to develop a beautiful and photogenic smile. It's just another thing that adds to our personal image, and that shows that we take proper care of ourselves. So in this video, we're going to be going over 4 tips on how you can develop a beautiful smile. Now this video is going to be some sort of half review, half tip video where I am going to give you the tips on how to have a better smile, but I also want to along the way review this really cool brand called Quip. I think it's a really awesome brand, and they're really hitting all the points on helping men and just helping people, not just men, on having a better smile and better oral hygiene. So I thought I want to show you guys, see what you guys think about it. Now this isn't your average toothbrush. It's almost like a smart toothbrush, and it's very modern. I'll talk more about Quip along through the video. But for now, let's get into the 4 tips that you're gonna need to develop a beautiful smile. Now, having a proper smile, I would say about 90% is just oral care. And I'm speaking from experience here. See, my aunt was a dentist, and every time I would go in, I would get about an hour-long sermon of everything that I was doing wrong. And that's what I want to talk about now. The first one is your toothbrush. Most of us probably don't know this, but the average life of a toothbrush should only be 3 months. Any longer usage really just makes a toothbrush ineffective. The bristles weaken out and the toothbrushes get filled with bacteria. So usually replacing every 3 months is the way to go. And that's where Quip really differentiates themselves. So as you see, Quip is a very modern toothbrush. It's not your average toothbrush. It is an electric toothbrush. And something very cool that they do is that they replace what you need every 3 months. So I'll give you an example. One of my favorite packages that they have is $55. And for $55, you get 1 metal electric toothbrush, you get 1 wall mount or mirror mount, you get 1 travel case, you get a year's supply of toothbrush replacement. So every 3 months, they're gonna send you new toothbrush bristles so you can take off your old one, put in a new one, basically like you have a new toothbrush. And you also get 1 year supply of toothpaste. So every 3 months, they send you a toothpaste bottle that is good for 3 months. And that's exactly what you guys need to look for. When developing a proper oral care routine, you need to remember that every 3 months, you need to change the toothbrush you're using. Second mistake men make is time. Do you remember when you were a kid and your dentist always said you have to brush your teeth for at least 2 minutes? Well, that still stands true today. And that's something that's sort of hard for us to keep track of. Nobody's gonna stand there with a timer for 2 minutes. And that's where I said that this toothbrush is a smart toothbrush, because something interesting that it does is while I'm brushing my teeth, it vibrates for 30-second intervals. So I'm brushing my teeth, and then after 30 seconds, it stops vibrating for about a second, and then it starts vibrating again. So what that lets me know is that I've been brushing my teeth for 30 seconds. So ideally, I need to go through 4 intervals to have a proper cleaning of my mouth. Now here comes tip number 3, and this is probably what most of you are after: white teeth. You can either go to your hygienist and get a cleaning, so every time you get a tooth cleaning, you can ask them to polish off your teeth, and they can remove most tobacco, most coffee, and most tea stains. And you usually need to do this every 6 months anyways. But if that's a little too expensive or out of your range, you can try some at-home teeth whitening system. There's some very affordable ones, and a lot of them are actually pretty effective of really whitening off your teeth. This also leads to having a beautiful smile. A beautiful smile is usually coined with having a white smile. Now, do you remember how I said that 90% of having a beautiful smile was oral care, where I just went all over that now? This last tip isn't about oral care. It's all about practice. Now, developing a beautiful smile, the other, I would say 10%, is about facial features, how much teeth and gum you're showing, how tense your face is, how much your eyes wrinkle. It's crazy how much thought goes into it. But a good way to do it, I mean, you guys can do this on your own. Google how to get a beautiful smile. And almost any website, any article will give you this one tip at least once: practice. Practice makes perfect. So the best thing you can do to develop a beautiful smile, once you've taken care of your teeth, you've gotten beautiful white teeth, now you gotta practice to acquire a warm and contagious smile. And you do that by practicing in front of the mirror. Believe it or not, first start with something crazy. Go with a crazy smile. Oh, that's too much. Then try another one. Oh, that looks too tense. I look awkward. And keep going. Try 3 to 5 smiles a day. Every time in the morning, look yourself in the mirror and smile at yourself. Smile at whatever. think about something that makes you smile and just go for it. Do 5 smiles in the morning, and you'll see your smile start to develop, and you'll see exactly how much teeth you want to show, how much gum you want to show. You don't want to show too much gum. You don't want to have your face too tense because then it looks fake and forced. And before you know it, you're going to start developing this contagious and warm smile that people are just going to love, and it's going to look great in pictures. So that's it for this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know all of us want to develop a great smile, so I hope these 4 tips helped you guys. Also, if you want to check out Quip and their really cool toothbrushes, I'll have them linked below so you guys can check them out. See you next time.